Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome to a brand new series along similar lines to our PvP on the unofficial boosted servers. This again is an unofficial boosted server, but this one is actually a duo, and I thought this would be fun to play because obviously I like playing solo or sometimes duo, and I think I'm going to have a friend join me for this one. But because I do like playing solo, I thought this might be a more balanced experience and a more kind of fair experience because that's just what I like to do. Now I haven't even really leveled my character at the moment. I do want to live here in the ice cave. Those of you who obviously have flashbacks to the PS4 will remember this area fondly. This is where I built before, and I want to give it a go here on one of these servers. Now one thing I do want to do while I'm standing here is up my fortitude just a touch so that I can survive here. However, I don't want to waffle on too long with the intro of this video. Obviously smash that like button to give this series a little bit of support. I can imagine this will be quite a fun one. We do have all the same kits and stuff that you do have on regular servers, so I'm just going to get stuck into it, start building, and then we'll get back into some regular commentating. So first things first, just made it nice and simple. We have got 3-hour raid protection, but just wanted to get this done either way. Thrown down a load of turrets in the two areas I'm probably going to have turret towers. Obviously this is where I had them on official. This is a nice line of sight. Obviously caves are notorious for running and whatever, but if we have loads of tech turrets and long lines of sight like this, it's going to be extremely hard, as I should know from personal experience. And in all honesty, I will probably have some internal turrets around in this bit, and we'll probably work out of this area here in general. It's a nice big space actually, especially down the bottom here is going to be more than big enough for us to have our golems, or well, anything really. As you guys saw on official back in the day, I had like gigas walking around down here. It was no problem whatsoever. And then this is a nice line of sight as well. This entrance is a little bit dodgy because people can cryo stuff now and they use dino tracker, but as you can see, that is quite a nice line of sight. I think that's even further than turret line of sight. So as long as we have a super hardcore death wall here and the same on the other side, I think it should be okay without this base location being like too ridiculous. Obviously on one of the previous wipes we were on Ragnarok, we were in the water and it was kind of almost like a half mesh kind of location. It wasn't really fair, to be honest, but loads of tribes do that kind of thing on this server, and the admin said it was fine, so we went for it for that wipe. But this is more of a, you know, a proper style base. So now really the idea is to get a load of tech turrets down as well, get more of like a proper tower built rather than just turrets on the floor, obviously. And then we can start thinking about maybe getting some tames. So to be honest, I'm really not going to go for tames and breeding until these defenses are completely secure. All right, so we can get these tech turrets up and all that kind of stuff. We are going to make some tech jennies. You don't particularly need tech jennies. You can actually power the jennies off the wireless jennies on here, but the tech jennies have a much higher range, and the range on these generators actually is not that great. So I want to make plenty of tech jennies, throw them all over the place, absolutely ram them full of elements. So to do that, we're going to have to get some drops. Probably the easiest way to get element on here is to get drops. It is early days, so I don't think I've got many points in the bag if I wanted to buy them. Well, 92,000 points. That is quite a few points actually. I could buy them, but we might as well just go get element, because on this server, like, the best golems and server cost 40,000 points. So saving all my points for creatures. So I'm going to go out and about, hit some drops, try and get some element shards for the turrets and all that good stuff. Alright, so coming along nicely. This is the general plan. Obviously this is way different to what I could do on official, but we're going to have obviously a death wall here. This should be absolutely fine for just inside. I mean, I could even have like another, like just some turrets here, but anything that I put in this kind of area is going to be so easy to drain and run. But it's better than nothing, you know. I could have turret road Velonos or something, or anything like that, and that'd be a nice like warning sign as well for getting through this. So it's always good to have backup turret towers and whatever, even if you've got like a crazy death wall. But yeah, this is the idea for this side. We're going to have something similar the other side, and the other side also, the benefit is the other side has a much longer entrance to it, so it's going to allow us not only have have a good wall like this, but have way more turrets coming on the way. So currently we need a little bit more element, so it's just going to be a continuation of the drop hunt. That's generally the best way to get element at this point. So just going to go around, maybe run into some PvP, who knows, but we'll see. It's taken a little while even, but it's not that difficult. Obviously on these servers, managed to fill up this turret wall. Decided to go with a row of tech and then a row of heavies because I think it just looks really nice and clean. Cleaner than mixing them both on the same kind of section. Also, there is some reasoning behind what I've done as well. The tech turrets are up nice and high because really the main counter against tech turrets on here seems to be trikes, and obviously if you bring a trike in, you're a little bit vulnerable if the turrets are up high. So the tech turrets are up high, and then we've just got, you know, plenty of heavies to make sure they do enough damage. Obviously the advantage with heavies is they shoot quicker, there's no travel time to the bullet. And they also do a lot of damage very, very quickly. Obviously the techs are annoying because they push people back, so absolutely essential to have techs as well, so it's not as easy to run. But yeah, this looks pretty good. Just got to fill this up now. Let's go check on my buddy Drix has been doing on the other side. This will be inside North Wall. I don't know if there's a teleport on the other side of it. Yeah, I will... I'm not sure what he's called it. Let's have a look. It will be... Nope, not sure. Alright, I guess we'll look at that later, boys. So I don't actually normally do this, but we are going to have a heck of a lot of turrets in this base. So I'm going to need absolutely loads of charcoal. I'm not going to just rely... To be honest, sometimes I just rely on the bullets that you get from drops, which can be a lot, but I want to have a nice strong start nice and early. So I'm actually getting charcoal, and as you can see... the best way to get it on here is just to harvest these trees, like 20 to 30,000 per tree. Absolutely lovely stuff. So I'm going to put a teleporter down here as well. And yeah, we're looking good. I'm going to buy some tames next so we can start the breeding up. And it's been a good start so far. Okay, so base pretty well defended at this point, at least to the point where I think if anyone wants to raid this, they'd have to do something kind of silly and be here for quite a while. So I've brought in my two starter kit tames that are quite good. We've got the Griffin and the Quetzal, and the rest of it is all about spending points on the correct things. And now if I do my points... I have got 100,000, which sounds like a lot, but to get the best of a certain tame, it's 40,000 or up to 40,000. So what I'm going to have to do is I definitely want a golem and I want a trike, two good soakers that we tend to use quite a lot. So what I'll do is I'll buy an expensive one and then a cheap one and then mate them. Then obviously we'll hope to continue the line of the good health. Outside of that, I'm not sure, but let's buy a few and see what we get. Okay, so we bought the best rock golem money can currently buy. Let's have a look at its health. 35,000. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but obviously if it was, it would be a little bit OP. So we are going to have to try and breed these. Now, what I would like to see is how expensive this is going to be to clone. So let me get some... Well, let me get a rock golem saddle and walk it over to this chamber here and we'll see what that's like. Okay, Mr. Golem, how many shards are we? No dinos nearby. Okay, well that's obviously a bit of a glitch because I'm looking at him. Right, let me put him over here or something. No, still nothing. Alright, that might be a bit of a thing. I guess I'll get on with trying to spawn in some of the other things. And get some breed lines going. I'm really not sure right now. I really do want to get my blueprints for the weapons as well. But if we get the soakers going, then we can just get some good raids. And there is someone built really close to us that I think we might need to take care of tonight, or they could be a major problem. So I'm actually going to buy a trike. So I'm going to buy a XX trike. And I think it's just trike is the thing, like that. Right, okay, so this is the best trike you can get right now. 8.2, that's actually not bad. Then we just buy a normal trike, and hopefully they are mate boosted. I have to do a different code. Or do you know? It was just without capitalization. So yeah, we've got a 4.8, which is actually quite trash, even considering its level. We've had like 6k before. But they are mate boosted, and oh, this is a male. That is beautiful. Alright, so that's good. At least our trike line will be looking pretty good. Okay, so I've gone and spent a lot of my points now. I think we have to wait till I spend more, but I did manage to get some really good blueprints with what I had. I actually bought tech chest piece because I love using tech chest piece. Nice little bit of lag there. It's just so nice when you get picked to just be able to float there and get straight back on your tame. We do have some other blueprints as well. I bought a Furby sniper. I bought a compound bow. Or we already have a crossbow blueprint, which is actually quite nice. Yeah, so we're quite sorted there. We've got basically all the things that if we just want a random PvP, we can. Now, we don't actually really have good flyers. We've just got these default ones. I might buy an XX Pteranodon just to see, but that will be quite expensive. I'd rather save, in all honesty, because I want these soakers ready to go tonight so we can raid tonight. So yeah, we've got the trikes. We've got 2 golems. I end up buying a cheap one as well, so we can actually just breed these 2 and hopefully get the good health out of that. And I think I'm now at the point where I can just go out and about and have a little bit of fun. My buddy Drix just got back from a little break, so he'll probably start breeding all this stuff, getting ready for raids. I'm going to need to buy trike saddle BP as well. But yeah, I guess I can actually have a look around now and see what everyone else is up to. So the server is currently about 8 hours old, maybe a little bit more. We've been playing for 3 or 4 hours, and it's time to go out and about and see what is out there. Now, my biggest concern is this over here, the redwood. The redwood plat is the biggest alpha tribe base spot close to us, and this guy's got quite a nice setup, to be honest. These tech foundations. Stone, demolish allowed. Offline damage prevented though. I didn't think there was offline damage on here. Maybe it like kicks in after a while. I'm not sure. I thought he set it up so that you had like AWP for the first 3 hours, but I think this guy's been on for longer than that. Either way, are all of his turrets in the force field? No, they're not. Let's check with this one over here. See if I can get to this. Yeah, it said demolish allowed on those other ones, so can I demo it? Can. Oh, that's interesting. See how close I can get. Maybe ones that are left on their own do demos super quick. And let's see how close we can get rid of these. Maybe we'll put some of our own down, just to be annoying. Right, has he got tech turrets up there? He has. That's actually good, you know, because this shield should protect me from taking a few hits. And if I get hit by the tech, they should push me away, which is quite nice, actually. It's only one of the bad things about tech turrets. Sometimes people have really good gear on these servers, and they don't get, like, caught in the turrets. The turrets can, like, push them away, so this is a bit risky, but this is going to help our cause if we can get rid of a lot of this. Oh, I can demo it while keeping my shield up. I like that. Right, this is going to be the one, I think, that's going to be a bit dodgy. Not too bad if I die. I can always go grapple my stuff. I'm not even going to try that one there. Of course I am. I'm a madman. Oh, is that aiming at me? That looks to be aiming at me. Oh, it's because it's AWP. It's not shooting at me at all because it's AWP. Oh yeah, when things are on AWP, they don't shoot. I completely forgot about that. Oh dear. Oh, well, I hope this doesn't like do it in the middle of me doing this, but I'm sorry, dude. These foundations are gonna go. Well, I've cleared everything. I put a few foundations of my own around in the corners outside. You'll probably see them eventually, but Might put him off a little bit, and I wouldn't normally be as like griefy, I guess, but this guy is as close to us as anyone else is, so he's our biggest threat right now, but who knows, he'll be our biggest threat in the future. But at least I feel a little bit better about that, knowing that. And that has convinced me that our base, we definitely need to have nowhere you can get through, that is for sure. So I'm going to go back and double check that. So I've been having a good look around, and I've got to admit there are some rather juicy bases already. 1,000 times is no joke. But you can see we've got offline damage here. So I'm really not sure how this is going to work out on this server. If it's kind of set wrong, it's going to actually make it really hard for me to do any raiding at all. And to be honest, like, I don't really feel like you should have offline raid protection on with bases like this. Because, I mean, look at this. This is built to last, you know, at least a few hours. So do you really need AWP? I don't know. Now there's a chance what's actually going on is that people are getting the offline raid protection just from starting. So when you start on this server at the moment, after 3 hours you can be completely protected. So it might be that. We'll have to, I hope so, because otherwise raiding on here is going to be super hard. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'll be fun, you know, building the base and breeding the tames and everything, but we want to raid some bases, and, you know, it's not always finding people out and about or finding people online to raid. But we'll have to wait and see. There's plenty and plenty of game to play yet. So that's going to round off today's video, guys. A little bit shorter than I would have liked to have been. Obviously, I like to do 20 to 25 minute videos, but I thought this kind of came together nicely for a beginner episode. You saw us find a base location, started up the base defenses, had a little look around for some other bases, and I did want to put some fighting and some raiding in episode 1, but as you can see, everything was offline raid protected. So I guess they're still working out how to balance that. But there is plenty of fighting and raiding in future episodes, and as you can see from a little bit of the footage that I've put on here, you can see we expand quite quickly. There's going to be actually some breeding, which is something I barely ever do in these videos, so lots of different stuff for you guys to look forward to. Also, if you want to check out some more of my footage, there's going to be some annotations coming up on screen in a second that you can check out. And obviously, if you got this far into the video, I'm presuming you're going to have enjoyed it, so don't forget to smash that like button and also turn on that notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.